So in our day-to-day life, we have routines that we do, like brushing our teeth, making our bed, taking the same route to work, working with the same people, eating the same foods. We have a routine, we have a way of life that we live over and over and over again. And I'm going to read you a chapter from the book Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, explaining how your past becomes your future. So here we go. It says, let's take a closer look at what happens biochemically inside your body when you think a thought or feel an emotion. When you think a thought or have a memory, a biochemical reaction begins in your brain, causing the brain to release certain chemical signals. That's how immaterial thoughts literally become matter. They become chemical messengers. These chemical signals make your body feel exactly the way you were just thinking. Once you notice you are feeling a particular way, you generate more thoughts equal to how you're feeling, and then you release more chemicals from your brain to make you feel the way you've been thinking. So music, right? Your favorite song, your favorite type of music, your favorite artist, whatever vibe you like that vibe because you like the thoughts that it's giving you, because those thoughts are making you feel good. They're making you think. They make you reminisce. They make you happy. They make you content. They make you emotional. You like the thoughts that the song gives you. Thoughts are they're so important. They're a big piece of how you feel. So watch what you think. You can control how you think. And when you control how you think, you can control how you feel. For example, if you have a fearful thought, you start to feel fear. The moment you feel fear, that emotion influences you to think more fearful thoughts, and those thoughts trigger the release of even more chemicals in the brain and body that make you continue to feel more fear. The next thing you know, you get caught up in a loop where your thinking creates feeling and your feeling creates thinking. If thoughts are the vocabulary of the brain and feelings are the vocabulary of the body, and the cycle of how you think and feel becomes your state of being, then your entire state of being is in the past. When you fire and wire the same circuits in your brain over and over again because you keep thinking the same thoughts, you are hardwiring your brain into the same patterns. As a result, your brain becomes an artifact of your past thinking, and in time it becomes easier to automatically think in the same ways. At the same time, as you repeatedly feel the same emotions over and over again, since, as I just said, emotions are the vocabulary of the body and the chemical residue of past experiences, you are conditioning your body into the past. Wiring the same emotions over and over again, you're just wiring your brain back into the past, and you're reliving your past in the future. So now let's look at what that means for you on a day-to-day basis. Given what you just learned about feelings and emotions being the chemical end products of past events, the moment you wake up in the morning and search for the familiar feeling called you're starting your day in the past. You ever hop up on Instagram? You ever taken a break from Instagram and hop back on Instagram? It's like you get back into your old self. It's so funny, man, how people have an identity on social media, or even like on Xbox, right? There's like an identity waiting for you. I haven't played Xbox in like a couple weeks, but as soon as I turn that Xbox on, it's like a new identity of myself that I tap into. And the same thing with Instagram. As soon as I get it, same thing with YouTube. I haven't done a YouTube video in like a couple of weeks. I knew I was a YouTuber, but I didn't feel like one. I'm doing this video right now. I feel like a YouTuber, and that's what's going through my mind. I feel like a teacher, a YouTuber. So back to the book. It says, so given what you just learned about feelings and emotions being the chemical end products of past events, the moment you wake up in the morning and search for a familiar feeling called you are starting your day in the past. So when you start to think about your problems, those problems which are connected to the memories of past experiences of different people or things at certain times and places, create familiar feelings such as unhappiness, futility, sadness, pain, grief, anxiety, worry, frustration, unworthiness, or guilt. If those emotions are driving your thoughts and you cannot think greater than how you feel, then you are also thinking in the past. Man, that sucks when you have something in the past that hurt, but you bring it back into the future. No. Don't bring that into the future. Leave it in the past. Just brush that off. Go get baptized or something. Go take a bath. Every day is a new you. If those emotions are driving your thoughts, you cannot think greater than how you feel. Okay. And if those familiar emotions influence the choices you're going to make that day, the behaviors you're going to exhibit, or the experiences you're going to create for yourself, then you're going to appear predictable and your life is going to stay the same. Now, let's say after you wake up, you turn off your alarm and you lie there in bed, you check your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, your Twitter, your texts, your emails, and then the news. Now you're really remembering who you are to reaffirm your personality and connect to your past, present, and personal reality. So true. So true. Remembering your personality through the old apps and your email. Then you go to the bathroom, you use the toilet, you brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed, and then you head for the kitchen. You drink some coffee and eat breakfast. Maybe you watch the news or check your email again. It's the same routine you follow every day. Then you drive to work using the same old route. When you get there, you interact with the same coworkers you saw the day before. You spend your day performing pretty much the same duties you performed yesterday. You might even react to the same challenges at work with the same emotions. Then after work, you drive home. Maybe you stop at the same grocery store and buy the food you like and always eat. You cook the same food for dinner and watch the same television show at the same time while sitting in the same place in your living room. Then you get ready for bed in the same way you always do. Brush your teeth with your right hand starting from the upper right side of your mouth. You crawl into the same side of the bed. Maybe you read a little and then you go to sleep. If you keep doing these same routines over and over again, they will become a habit. A habit is a redundant set of automatic unconscious thoughts, behaviors, emotions that you acquire through frequent repetition. Basically, it means your body is now on autopilot. I have my body on autopilot to go to the gym. It's just natural. It's a natural feeling for me to lift weights and go to the gym. So this basically means your body is now on autopilot, running a series of programs, and over time, your body becomes the mind. You've done this routine so many times that your body automatically knows how to do certain things better than your brain or conscious mind. You just switch on the autopilot and go unconscious, which means you wake up the next morning and essentially do the same thing all over again. In a very real sense, your body is dragging you into the same predictable future based on what you have been repeatedly doing in the same familiar past. I think it comes up later in this book, but this explains on how our free will is taken from us, because we have a free will, but then we get caught up in habits and then we become unconscious and then we just go through autopilot and we don't sometimes think and step back from our habits that are on autopilot, because not every habit that we have on autopilot is good for us. Wherever you are today, listening, whatever you're doing, you are there because of all the things that you have done before and whatever habits that you have currently. This is over time you've created a set of hardwired neurological networks in the brain, and you have emotionally conditioned your body to live in the past, and that past becomes your future. Okay, it says we could say that your mind and body are in the known, the same predictable future based on what you did in the same familiar past. And in that known, certain future, there's no room for the unknown. In fact, if something new happened, if something unknown were to unfold in your life at that moment to change the same predictable timeline of your day, you'd probably be more annoyed at the disruption of your routine. You likely consider it troublesome, problematic, and downright inconvenient. So more of the story. Stop being predictable all the time. It's good to have a nice routine when you're in a grind, but it's good to step back and change up your routine because you get different thoughts and better thoughts. Change up your music. I'm so happy to listen to new music because it changes my thoughts. And you change your thoughts, you change your life. So change your playlist, baby, and get to it. And always think greater, think better, feel better, live better, inspire, be healthy, be happy, spread love, not hate.